What's going on, y'all? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good weekend. I'm here at the Los Angeles cleanup. Scott Presler's been going around the country. I know he had one that was very well documented in Baltimore. He cleaned up a lot of the trash after the President Trump tweet and whatnot. So I heard there was one in Los Angeles. So I got up this morning, checked out the location, and came. And it's disgusting. You can see behind me there's a whole dump of disgusting trash, and it's so bad that people are in hazmat suits cleaning it up. And as a citizen of Los Angeles, I could say, obviously this is disgusting, a dump, but the whole city is getting more trashed. I know my neighborhood, there's like constantly now, and this isn't within the last year that hasn't been around, there's just puddles of like festering water with like disgusting colors. There's tents everywhere, there's trash. Downtown Los Angeles, Hollywood, I would say Silver Lake, pretty much everywhere in North Hollywood. The trash has increased. I've been in LA for 7 years. The trash has increased. The homelessness in tents has absolutely increased. The growing like feces, disgusting water things like that, it's like green looking water all over the side of the sidewalks like down here, has increased, and it's really unfortunate. So I'll give you a look real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what's going on, why. And this is one really bad dump, but like I said, it's not just this dump. The entire city is growing in trash. I mean, you go off side streets in Hollywood, you go downtown Los Angeles, where there's Skid Row and any outskirts, you see literally just thousands upon thousands of tents, trash. How you doing, brother? Here, so we'll turn it around, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. So I can't go. It's literally so disgusting. I can't go too close without a mask, or else it smells awful. They got hazmat suits on like NASA. We're not going to the moon here, folks. We're cleaning up this disgusting trash. Ugh, very bad. I don't know, my hands are shaking so much. Sorry, guys. I'm shook. All right, I'm gonna try to get a little closer for a second. We got the police in here, people chilling. I'm gonna hold my breath. Yeesh. And it's all here, and then they cleaned up a lot. I'm sure it was much worse before I even got here. Some tent encampments and such. So, whew, horrible. All right, hold on. I'm waiting for. We got some park rangers out here. Yeesh. Hold on one second. I gotta get away from this trash. It smells so bad. All right.
How you doing, Anomaly?
Excellent. What's up, Scott?
Nice to meet you in
Yeah.
person.
What's going on? Okay. I'm lost here. Say hi to everybody. No problem. Yeah.
Hey guys.
People.
Look, I'm an official member of the Space Force. We're here in our astronaut gear. But, no, thank you for coming out. And we finally have the two long-haired conservatives.
I was just gonna
together.
say, yeah. Let's see. You know, they've been asking for it for a while. We'll have to get a picture. I just cut mine, so it's an unfair advantage. But more importantly, Scott's cleaning up stuff. I'm just being a degenerate with my IHOP coffee. But no, I'll help out in a second. But I'm just doing some filming. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you. So that wasn't even planned. That was just. Oh my God, I gotta get away from this trash. Hold on, I can't escape. All right, let me see.
I was like, why does he look familiar?
Oh yeah, I'll do something in a second.
Awesome stuff.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm trying to get away from the trash. All right, so, all right. I don't know where I am. I'm trying to like get away. There's so many noises and sounds and stuff. Or like, so I want to just. Oh, there's a highway. Look at it's crazy. There's like a water machine over there. There's a highway over here. I got to get away from all the sounds. All right, so. As a citizen of Los Angeles, you know, someone who lives out here, I just want to give a few reasons, because I know a lot of people, obviously cleaning up is very, very, very important. Just doing something, actions over words. And one thing that really annoyed me yesterday about the climate strike protest, it's great. I'm an environmentalist, clean the air, clean the water, clean the ocean. But one of the most frustrating parts of that, the thing is, most of the how are you? Most of the environmental activists in this country, the most prominent ones, are mostly from San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York City. That's where the most liberal part of the areas are, where people are the most environmentally conscious. And I pointed it out in a stream or in a video. I said, why is Los Angeles, we have the worst air pollution? San Francisco was voted the least hygienic place in the country. You know, New York City is obviously more dirty than a lot of other cities. You could say it's population and the amount of people, but that's not true. If you go to Japan, they have a lot of people in their cities, but they keep it clean because their culture is not degenerate. They have laws and a system in place where people don't trash the streets. These streets are immaculate in a lot of places in Japan. So it's not just sheer amount of people. It's so loud over here. It's a truck. It's also the policies and what people do. And I said to people, how can you clean the planet when you can't even clean your own city? How can you save the world when you can't even save your own city? You know, it's like all these people in Los Angeles, they're like, we got to do this. All they really want to do is put a carbon tax and tax carbon. They want to tell the rest of the country and the rest of the world what to do and not to do. But I said yesterday to some people, they're like, how do I help? I'm like, clean, look, this is here, but this is not even that bad. I mean, it's in every neighborhood now. So this is obviously a pretty big dump, but you could see stuff like this in downtown Los Angeles. You could see, you know, little fringes of this, 10 tents, 5 tents, 20 tents, trash all over the place. My street, when I moved in, there was no trash anywhere. Like, you know, it was definitely not the cleanest place. It's a city, but there wasn't trash everywhere. And now there is, like when you go on the sidewalk, like little stuff like that, it's just everywhere. It's like trash, puddles, and no one seems to realize. So that's my challenge to Los Angeles and San Francisco. If you're so environmentally conscious, clean your own city. They're absolutely disgusting, and they're getting more disgusting. So I want to just weigh in a little bit, and please feel free to challenge me or weigh in as well. Why is Los Angeles and San Francisco so dirty? We've went over population. The Japanese have high populations as well, but they don't treat their cities like that. It's a lot of the policies, and people don't want to admit it. There's other things involved as well, but in this city and in this state, California has the highest poverty. It's been like that for a while. The number one poverty in the country. If you look at things that California does, they always penalize me, the taxpayer, and you, the taxpayer, if you're a citizen. Everything that they do is to strip you. So if you work, and say I started a small business this year in California, they charged me $800, $900. In other states, it's free. In other states, it's $100, $200. No other state in the country charges you $850 to $1,000. Only California. So there's $1,000 that I wouldn't have had. Trump passed an individual mandate, or he got rid of the Obamacare individual mandate, which means, like myself, if you don't want to pay for health care, you don't have to. You're free to pay. You're free to not pay. You're free to have private insurance. You're free to do what you want. That's what Trump allowed me to do when he repealed the individual mandate. So Gavin Newsom comes along and he says, no, we're going to put back the individual mandate. So next year, now I have to buy a health insurance plan for, you know, anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000. And if I don't, the government's going to fine me. So there's another $600 to $5,000. And then every time I go and get a plastic bag, they don't not sell plastic bags. They just charge me 10 cents and 20 cents and this and that. They're always stealing money from the taxpayer. And they have a giant bloated, you know, welfare state in a sense, because they make a system that doesn't, sorry, somebody called in. They make a system that doesn't get people off of it. It pushes people and incentivizes people there. So for instance, I had a buddy at the gym. He moved in from Atlanta, and he said, you know, his girlfriend, he broke up, he had a bad situation. He had to go get government services. He told me at the gym, it's too easy in California. He said within 24 hours, they gave me food stamps and I had 2 jobs. Within 24 hours, he said, it was ridiculously easy. He's like, I called my friends from Atlanta and said, yo, come to LA. You can get food stamps and 2 jobs within 24 hours. I'm not saying not to help, but this is what they do. They steal from the working, what's up, brother? They steal from the working family. So if you work, if you have a family, if you're an electrician, if you run a company, if you run a small business, you suffer. You have to pay higher taxes. You have to pay a higher business fee. You have to pay left and right. And then and then they say that they care about so many, you know, Hispanics and black people. Well, what if you're black and you're Hispanic and you're not on welfare, you're not illegal? they constantly just steal your money. That's literally what they do in this state. And then if you run a business, there's crap, there's trash, there's tents, there's homeless psycho drug addicts that are coming in just spitting all over the place that can't control themselves. How is that helping any of us? You know, the Democratic politicians out here, and I'm not even trying to make it political, but when you steal money from the working person, when you constantly penalize and take money from people working, and you give things to people who don't work, who do drugs, and some people need help, absolutely, but there's a really great video I love. It's Angela Stanton King at the walkaway thing I did with Brandon Straka. She explains how she was in jail and how bad the jail system was. She got out and she said she was denied welfare because of prison. And she said if she wasn't denied welfare, she would have never worked and became a best-selling author and such a legend. So sometimes you need a little push. It's like if you tell your kid you can eat cookies all day, you know, you can eat cookies for breakfast, you can eat cookies for lunch, you can eat cookies for dinner, and we're gonna pay you to eat cookies. They're gonna eat cookies. So we can help people, but we need a system of we'll help you get here and then we'll launch you into the sky. What they do now is they say, if you're a degenerate, if you're a crackhead, if you're lazy, if you need real help, you know, there are people who actually need help, absolutely. But they say, we're just gonna give you stuff and keep you there. So if you make enough money on welfare, they say the money gets taken away, so they don't incentivize people to launch their careers. They incentivize people to stay there. If you're, you know, what's up, brother? A crackhead degenerate or just somebody on the street, I'm not saying all are, but a lot of people are. There's no push. There's no like, you know, you can't trash here. We'll help you. That's what needs to be done. There's 3 options. You need help, we'll get you a job. You need mental help, we'll get you mental help. You need a place to stay, we'll get you a place to stay. But no more just crapping and throwing shit all over the place. But that's not what they do in LA. If you throw shit, if you eat trash, if you trash small businesses, if you make shit like this, they don't care. They don't do anything. I mean, it took Scott Presler coming in his red hat from God knows where Scott's from to clean it up. He's not even from Los Angeles. Why are there 1 million activists? Why are there 10 million activists in San Francisco and Los Angeles and not 20 people could ever find this trash dump? Or look at Hollywood, look at downtown Los Angeles, look at Silver Lake, look under every bridge, look on every side street. I mean, open your eyes, no, the rest of the country. And then these people have the gall to wonder why Trump won. It's because the biggest environmental activists have the most disgusting cities in the country. Nobody wants to listen to you preach how to stop poverty when your state is #1 in poverty. Nobody wants to hear you preach about how you're going to save the planet from pollution when your city's the #1 city in the country in pollution. No one wants to hear about how you're going to keep everything clean and help the environment when you leave shit like this everywhere. So, I mean, is it any surprise why he won? Nobody wants to listen to somebody who can't even take care of themselves. It's ridiculous. So those are a few things that I have. Of course, I want to help people, but there needs to be a step. We'll help you in one of these 3 ways, but you're not allowed to do this. Instead, what California says is everything that they do, I have to pay for. I sound like my mom now. When I was younger, I was like, what are you talking about? But it's like every single thing. No, you're not allowed to opt out of healthcare because we want to give it to other people, so we're going to take your money. By the time they're done helping me, they've already taken $5,000 to $10,000 from me, and I don't have that much money. You know, I'm 29 years old. I just started actually making decent money last year. I've been poor for 5-6 years of my adult life. So, you know, I don't need you to steal. That's not helping me. All right, we're going to take a look again. Then we'll do a little. Man, it's insane. I mean, people need hazmat suits, and this is not the only place like that. I talk to people who, hold on, let the truck go by. Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit. So, I talk to people in the city all the time. The demographic that they claim to care so much about. Doing a little live stream. It's back here. But, you know, I talk to people who work in the city, and they tell me within the last year, now they have, you know, crazy people that just run into their business, you know, and just start screwing crap up, and they don't do anything about it. They just kick them out on the street, and then they live like the people who actually want to do the right thing constantly have to get penalized, and I'm tired of it. When I walked around the other day, there were two men who were security guards. Not that it matters, but for the sake of the, you know, identity politics of we care so much about black and Hispanic people, they were black security guards. They had to deal with some degenerate, crackhead, loser maniac for an hour, like, you know, threatening them, doing all types of stuff. So it's like, what about those people that actually want to contribute to society and do something, that have to deal with all the other people that don't, of all colors, that are just degenerates? And I mean, I talk to a lot of people that are homeless. Yes, some people need help, but a lot of people that I talk to, they do it because they can. You know what I'm saying? That it's like, it's its own community. You don't have to pay for anything. You know, you don't have any responsibility. There's drugs, and there's just a whole like undercurrent of like, you know, community there. It's really dark and weird. But, you know, if you just decide to say, F it, I'm going to do it, you can do that. But my thing is, if you're the mayor of Los Angeles or Hollywood or downtown, who are you trying to stick up for? You can help those people, but not at the cost of everyone else. It's like, oh, we're going to bend over backwards and just let the whole city go to trash because a few people want to do that, and we feel bad for them. So we're just going to let them do that. Help them. Get them off the street. Stop having them send so much trash. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Good.
Want to say a word? We got Hazmat here.
Hey guys, we're just out here cleaning up the streets. We've had one dumpster go out already, and we're getting ready to load another one up here. We've got a ways to go. But it's great to see all these people out here, different cultures, different backgrounds, different political beliefs, just caring about the city of Los Angeles and make sure it's not trashed. You know, as the Dodgers would say, stay classy, not trashy.
Absolutely, thank you. And that's really the goal, especially to people in Los Angeles. There were, God knows how many people, you know, doing activism yesterday, and their own backyard never gets clean. Who else we got? Oh, it smells so bad. There you go. Yeah, you want to talk? Here, we'll get.
I live 3 miles away from here. I drive by this on both sides every day, on the 405 and on Sepulveda. I can't believe how bad it reeks.
It's terrible.
It's horrible. And it's horrible that these guys are living like this.
There's people in there living?
Yeah, if you look down past where they kind of end the cleaning, there's a whole encampment there.
Did people talk to them or no?
I don't know. I just got here a little bit ago.
Because I was saying I did some like street interviews with a few homeless people, and some people, they just do it because they can. You know, it's like because I was like, what happened? And they were like, he was like, you know, there is an element of like freedom there. So it's like, you know.
And that's absolutely true. But this is bad for the community.
Oh, it's disgusting. Yeah.
I mean, it's fire hazard, it's health hazard. I just got attacked by a rat.
That's awful.
It's terrible.
Got you. I'm gonna roll down this way real quick. Hold on.
Yep.
Sorry. I feel bad, but everybody's in these. It's sickeningly bad, and everybody's in their suits and stuff. I'm trying to shake hands and be cool with people, but this stuff's so disgusting. I'm not trying to catch a disease. You know, it's awful. I'm gonna end the stream and see what I could do and get out of here as soon as possible, to be honest, because it's disgusting. And I see this type of stuff everywhere. Maybe not as much trash in a specific pile, but not that far all over the city. So to the governor, to the mayor, to the politicians, to the activists, to the people who live in the city, who constantly want to tell everybody else how to live their life, how much they got to pay, you know, steal my money and then tell me how much you're helping me. God, help the city. It's becoming awful, and I've been thinking about leaving for a minute, but especially because of the individual mandate. Hello, I'll say hi in a second. The individual mandate that, you know, Gavin Newsom's now going to force me into his creepy healthcare plan, or else he's going to steal my money. And then they're doing mandatory vaccinations where they're saying if your kid doesn't want to, you know, take all 15 vaccinations from Merck, then he's not allowed in public school. It's becoming very, very, very authoritarian and creepy. and trashy. So it's a beautiful city. The people are awesome. The views are awesome. You know, I really do love this city. There's a lot of great elements to it. That's why people do stay, because a lot of the goods outweigh the bad. It's a beautiful place, great weather, great people. But you just saw that trash. I didn't even go that far in. I'm gonna put a mask on and some gloves so I don't get a disease, and I'll be back. God bless you, God bless your family, God bless America, God bless California, and God bless the world. Please, Scott Presler should not have to be doing this. He's not even from California. I appreciate him, but you know, there's millions of people who live here and constantly lecture. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel, Ellen, all of these celebrities that get on the TV and say, oh, I won't talk to Trump because he's so bad. Ellen, go outside. Look outside. Jimmy Kimmel, walk outside. You know, Stephen Colbert, maybe he's in New York City, but it's like, walk outside your TV studio and stop lecturing the whole country on how to be a good, clean, environmental person when you live in the most disgusting area. And there's working people here, there's families here that can't leave, that don't want to leave, that were born and raised here, that love LA, that don't want to. Look, this isn't even near the trash dump. It's stuff like this. It's like bottles everywhere. There's always trash everywhere. The whole city's becoming like this, and they never talk about it on the television station. It's insane. So I'm just trying to raise a little awareness. I'm out. God bless you guys, and I'll be back soon.